Brief is going to be about reducing the limitations of the electric vehicle market in order to promote growth and mitigate climate change. So, promoting electric vehicles is beneficial to everyone and is just the direction that society is going. So, basically, promoting electric vehicles is going to help mitigate climate change and the negative impacts that come with it, such as global warming, increased storms, more intense storms, flooding and drought, air pollution, as well as many other negative impacts. It will also save the government billions of dollars that are spent on subsidizing oil. It can decrease the dependence on foreign oil that makes us vulnerable and susceptible to the changing markets in other countries. And overall, it can improve the health of citizens by decreasing air pollution. The limitations currently of the electric vehicle market include a lot of political opposition as well as opposition from the oil industry, which is very powerful and has ties with a lot of different politicians. The oil industry pushback comes mainly from the Koch brothers. They pressure those that they fund in order to get rid of electric vehicle incentives and policies. And apart from that, many Republicans largely oppose electric vehicles, and they largely support the oil industry. As far as opposing policies, Democrats versus Republicans, under the Obama administration, there was support, but under the Trump administration, there is pushback. He is trying to get rid of the Clean Air Act, he's trying to put a freeze on fuel economy standards, and he's trying to get rid of subsidies for electric vehicles, so that is a limitation to the market. The price of fossil fuels doesn't encompass the billions of dollars that climate change costs, so it's not accurate, and it makes it seem as though fuel is more affordable than electric vehicles. And then another limitation is consumer fear and lack of knowledge. Consumers don't understand the technology that they're buying, and the upfront price scares them away because they a lot of times don't understand the subsidies that they will be receiving and the long-term savings of not using fuel. There is also a lack of charging infrastructure that scares people away because they worry about not being able to take long trips, having to take hours and hours to charge these vehicles. So there's a lack of this charging infrastructure that's needed to really build up this field. Solutions would include cutting subsidies from oil, so the billions of dollars that are subsidized for oil each year, and putting those subsidies towards electric vehicles until these electric vehicles are affordable, so giving the market a few years to kind of make the technology affordable. Building out charging infrastructure, so the government needs to pair with private enterprises in order to build out the infrastructure to make electric vehicles more feasible everywhere so that consumer fear is mitigated. The government can also pair with non-governmental organizations and manufacturers in order to educate consumers on how the technology works, the options that they have, the subsidies that they will receive, so the overall money that they're going to save, and the benefits of using electric vehicles as opposed to continuing to rely on fossil fuels. And then there can also be regulations imposed on car companies by working with them that will cause them to continue this progressive innovation in technologies and promote the diversity of models that will give consumers the options that they would like. So overall, it is something that everyone needs to work towards. So the government needs to pair up with utility companies, car manufacturers, consumers, NGOs, private enterprises, pretty much everyone in order to make this a cooperative endeavor, or else it's not going to succeed. And here are my sources. Thank you.